Hello, Prim friends. So I am at Zoar Antique and Artisans show, and I thought, well, let's go 3 for 3. We might as well start in Diane Garner's booth, and again, we'll just go 3 for 3. She'll be the first one here today as well. Hopefully you will check out the video from Seville Antiques that I posted on Friday, and also Diane's booth, or Diane's home and garage and barn video that was posted on Thursday. Lovely pieces that she has. So the Zoar Antique Show and Artisans Show is the last Saturday and Sunday of July. This is one of those shows that is not to be missed. Really, some of the best dealers from across the country are here, and artisans these are the artisans that you see featured in magazines. So I love that tin board, and then with the rolling pin as well. Love it. So I'm going to start right off and mention, every now and then someone will mention to me, hey, I was subscribed and now I'm not. And that's not me doing that. That's just something that happens sometimes in the processing, I guess, in YouTube. So the very best thing you can do, and if I could ask, is double check right now. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel. It does occasionally, those things sort of drop off now and then. So double check, make sure you are subscribed. If you think about it, hit that bell, because the next time a video drops, you will be notified. So I am here the night before the show opens. Some of the dealers are still setting up. And again, these are just absolutely gorgeous. And I am approaching a booth here that has some of the most stone fruit and largest pieces that I have ever seen. Maybe not the most, but certainly some of the largest pieces. Look at these beautiful. I'm trying to see dealer names when I'm able. That looks like an herb masher. Some really early redware pieces. Really unique windmill. Lots of hand-carved pieces. Brass and lacquer boxes. Just gorgeous pieces. Really very pretty. Some unique copper as well. They do have fans running right now, of course. We need that for the heat under the tent. And check out these stone fruit pieces. Look at the size of those apples. They both have flat bottoms, so they are what you would consider like the bookends. And look, they're divided between the peaches and pears. Several bananas, lots of halves. Lovely. Beautiful little miniature. Really nice striper Crocs. Very pretty blue flat wall cabinet. I have the fan right behind me, so like that peg rail. I'll show you here. That is a double-sided peg rail. And look at this lightning rod that has the blue star ball and blue swirl at the bottom, and more peg rails. Wayne will hide of those slaw cutters with the hearts cut out. So charming. Several of the punched tin or pierced tin lanterns. Boot scrapers and fireplace pieces. And again, as always, crocks are just such a important part of our prim decor. They would have been like the sort of Tupperware containers of our four sisters or our ancestors. It's a lovely bowl. That is bird's eye maple. You'll see the small crack there. Very, very typical, and actually pretty much to be expected on a bowl that is truly an old bowl, because as the wood shrinks, that is what happens. It's a gorgeous butter press. And here a small rye basket. And it's rye, you can see all those little strands. That is the rye material or fiber that was used to weave them. There's a large bucket basket on the other side there. Some beautiful crocks. A Hamilton and Company. Blue and stoneware, just gorgeous. Some really pretty tollware coffee pots and tin ones. Look at that with the tulip design on that. Just stunning. This dealer is out of Maryland. I really like that barber pole. Some sugar nips. There's a flax comb down there. I like that strawberries sign. Lots of early dolls and beautiful sampler. 1832. And then these gorgeous early fractors. The beaded framework. My understanding is lots of these were done by our Native Americans. Lance Reese. This dealer is also out of Ohio. And you may notice they'll have some cards around as well, and that's just kind of giving you an idea of some other shows where they may be coming to next. So if you if you find a dealer that you really like, or the items that they have really speak to you, that is, look for those kind of cards for where they're going to be next, and then you can follow them around. Some of the dealers, many of the dealers, do not have shops, or they're not in a shop. They are pretty much just doing the show tours. So that's why it's good to find out where they're going to be for the next one. Another couple of really pretty samplers that are unframed. This dealer has some pieces that are outside, which they wouldn't have been able to do last year because they had that just horrific rainstorm as everyone was getting set up. Some nice turned bowls, very nice wash bucket. Love this. Imagine how many times someone leaned over that to scoop out grain or whatever it was that they were having contained in there. There's a set of the early American country books. I wonder what they have on that. Again, dealers still getting set up. I'm here the night before. Several coverlets here in this booth. Some with the maker's mark and the date in the corner. This booth is Horse Feather Antiques. They are out of New York. This one is a paint decorated. There's another one. This one has the base on it. That one is a wedding band. Some early redware pieces. There's another booth. Again, they're still setting up here on Friday. This is giving you a sneak peek of what to expect and the quality of items that will be here at this show. I will have this video up on Saturday morning. It's now Friday evening. Okay. This booth, they are out of West Alexandria, Ohio. Oh, I love these little German, the little ducks and the chickens. So sweet. Some really pretty pieces. Here, 1833 on that sampler. We are seeing a lot of samplers here. Very pretty. And that's a large. Here's my hand for comparison. Large cookie cutter of a horse. Some beautiful leather books. And then some very large Putz sheep. See, again, my hand here in comparison for the size. Wonderful cat. The little pigs and the sewing, paint decorated sewing clamp. And check out these paintings, these oil paintings of these sweet cats and kittens. More leather books. This is a more unusual shape of the sampler with a really long piece. This one looks like it maybe is that saying dated 1773? Yes, right down there at the bottom. Here are a few of those little emeries shaped like strawberries, and a wooden spoon holder, and then some 48-star flags. Look at that lovely horse on the wheels. Some ironstone pieces. And here, a really pretty scrub top table with square nails, another rye basket. Somebody had asked about these specifically. If you look really close, you can see how thin those pieces of rye are. So it's a natural product that they would have used to create baskets. And a huge, very large basket up on top. Neat booth. Robert Conrad Antiques, Yeagertown, Pennsylvania. Maybe these are perhaps either maple sugar or for shortbread. Some very unique hinges, lots of smalls. Beautiful pull toy horse on a platform with the wheels. And this very pretty blue painted shelf. So I'm now in the second tent. I'll go back in a bit. There were some dealers that were not quite set up, and I want to make sure that I go back. I think it's Cecilia. I want to make sure to hit her booth as well, but they were working hard at getting that put together. This is a very nicely done booth as well. These tin cutouts would be for quilting. Lots of treenware plates. This is a gorgeous grain painted candle box. Some unique early lighting between the candlesticks and a rush light as well. Some pieces of stone fruit. And then some of the early tape looms. Some dated. That one up there says 1754. This one, MP, maybe? MPD, perhaps? I like that breadboard. That's a interesting cookie cutter. Very nice red and black checkerboard. Nice pieces here. A striper crock and some rabbit chocolate molds. The neat thing with those now, if you're not necessarily making chocolate, you could use them, fill them with plaster material, and then paint them. Soldier 5. Looks like child's game or toy. smalls here in the cases. It's a little box. Looks like it has the Americana kind of a crest on it. And more stone fruit, the small pieces. I see a half apple back there for $198. Some cherries, lots of strawberries. Hey, this is Kay Puckstein's booth. Kay was a dealer for several years at Seville Antiques, and she has been the promoter for the Burton show. And this next one, I think she said in September, this will be her last one promoting that, and someone else is taking that over. She lost her husband earlier this year, and it's just not as much fun, she said, doing it by herself, and I could completely understand that. So she has some absolutely gorgeous early prim pieces, and again, she will be doing this next Burton show. It's a really pretty grain painted dry sink and a gorgeous corner cupboard. And look at the size of those. Puts sheep, both of them on little bases. Gorgeous. Beautiful. That's actually curved and grain painted. This is Meander Antiques out of Marietta, Ohio. Again, I'm kind of hit and missing here. If you come to the show tomorrow, you'll be like, wait a minute. There was something in between there. And there are, but some of them are just not quite ready to be on camera, and I don't want anybody to be upset because their booth is shown before it's ideal. So I'm always trying to be respectful of people who aren't quite ready. Lots of these dealers, just like me, don't really like to be on camera necessarily. This is Bob Zollinghofer's booth. Bob is right behind me in Seville Antiques. So this is a lot of his shaker collection, shaker pieces. This is
turkey without paper.
Sure. It looks nice though.
Thank you.
This is Joan Stauffer's booth. She has some really beautiful early pieces here. I love that step back cupboard, and that has the cutouts there for the old spoons. Those wonderful small redware ovoid jugs are so sweet. Always a great thing to add to your collection when you can find them. Beautiful little round candle table. She is here out of New York. And I love that canted back open shelf. That is really nice with that early red paint. Gorgeous. And then this trunk with the drawer at the bottom. Beautiful. Jill Tabor. Again, still in the process of getting ready. That's a beautiful table. And check out all of these grinding stones or sharpening stones. There's a whole stack of them. Some nice painted drawers, sort of in an oyster color. And then a really nice gray-blue painted open cupboard. Very pretty. Lots of pretty pieces on that, as well as this gorgeous wooden bowl. Again, the crack, completely acceptable and completely normal in these early pieces. Here, another booth, again, getting ready. That's a neat cabinet there with the scroll work at the top. That is sharp. The dry sink with the 2 drawers and the barn lantern there on that hanger. That is really neat. Here, a small narrow cupboard, and this one also very unusual with that single door and then that raised back. That is really neat. And then the peg rack up above. Really like that shelf as well. And here, that looks like a beefskeep in the rye. Very neat. And again, another stack of the sharpening stones or grinding stones. Love this set of drawers. Hey, the dealers here, there it is, are from Rockingham, Vermont. They have some lovely pieces. They have come a long way. Beautiful early redware. Candle box. Very pretty pieces. This would be considered like an onion-shaped light or lantern. Beautiful painting. I'll tell you a little. My parents have an absolutely amazing frame in their home. And at one time it had, when they got it, it had an early oil painting in it that was from the family that they got the painting from. Well, for whatever reason, my parents at that time, it was before they were really into collecting all of this, and they left the painting part behind with the family. So I guess that's a good thing. There's some neat silhouettes. Very early mirror. You can see how the shine, it is affected by the age. That's completely normal for an old mirror. There's some sugar nips.
I do better on the smallest scales or the stuff doesn't win as much.
And a whole collection of more of those amazing small images. Just beautiful. Lots of treenware plates and bowls. Like the little turtle footstool. This dealer is out of Loveland, Ohio. This booth is very full. Lots to see here. That is unique. Look at the picture frames with the small basket and the small chair in the middle. That's really cute. Unique way of displaying them. Here, a set of 3 gorgeous burl bowls. Very, very special. These are harness brasses from horses. And several pieces of the stone fruit. So oranges, maybe some apples. Looks like maybe some of the more common pieces. Oh, the fan feels wonderful. It's a very pretty step back cabinet and a drying rack. We all know who Mickey is. That is a really lovely piece there behind that game board. Love the color and the shape on that. A couple of really neat peg racks, one painted, one not. And then here, one of those large candle makers, but that's what I thought. The tubes are redware. Right, I can't think that I've ever seen the candle tubes made of redware before. That is very unique. Lots of smalls here as well. Beautiful pieces. The wall box. These are from Jean Pratt out of New York. It's beautiful. Beautiful pieces. Very interesting cane. It looks like the sections are cut out, so they would have been, yes, folk art. So it would have been done from a single piece of wood, and then the parts in the middle there would have been loose. Very unique. There's a little peasware container. And some hog scraper candlesticks. That is a pair. So this booth is all covered up right now, but I would be remiss if I did not stop here. This is one of our friends from Antiques on the Ridge, and I've said it before, but I definitely need to get back there. She does have the booth all covered up, but I can kind of, hopefully you can see a little bit in between there, and I definitely wanted to have Michelle's booth in this video here from the Zoar show. She does have some beautiful spatterware pieces as well, so very pretty. Here's a beautiful case filled with the early Christmas pieces. Pretty tiger maple table as well. And this beautiful teal green sort of a color on that pie safe. Pretty basket with the double handle. That's gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Nice fishing creel.
Thank you. Yeah.
Pretty baskets as well. This is Western Reserve Antiques booth. This is Lisa's booth. Just beautifully staged as always. She does have several of her pieces covered, but look at all of these amazing little baby shoes and then the clothing. We did a video, we've had a couple videos in her shop and then also in her amazing log cabin. If you have not checked that video out, you definitely want to check that one out. So if you're new here, you may want to double check, go back, look at some of our old, go back and look at some of our older videos. I think we're getting close to about 250 videos at this point, and each of them just gives you more ideas about how to stage and set up these beautiful, stunning antiques. Here's a neat barber pole. Love the signs. The hot dogs. Beer and ale. Oh my gosh, I love it. That wonderful barrel. That is a really pretty cabinet.
I like to think I understand.
Love the scallop shape at the top. Pretty color. And then these tobacco racks or rails. Rear entrance sign. Love that. And then that really neat
When there was a lot of auctions, I was a medium-sized fishing.
shelf unit there, also really pretty. So here was the first tent that I was in. Here's the second. And now this tent, this is all one dealer. They are out of Pennsylvania. Just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous pieces. All these wonderful Crocs. And wait till you see here inside all that they have brought from Pennsylvania. That tin piece is really neat. Lots of artwork. That grain painted piece almost looks like a burl. Gorgeous horse. And another beautiful corner cabinet, all grain painted as well.
Steve, what time do we open here tomorrow?
10 a.m. I'm going to be here. You guys can come at 8. I'll be here by 7. I'm just going to get a coffee.
The show opens at 10.
We open at 10.
Oh, look at these. All those sheep, the little lambs. Another large corner cabinet with that extra painted detail. Beautiful pieces on the inside too. Can you imagine packing all these really beautiful, kind of priceless, you know, you can't just go to the store and pick up a new one. Pieces to bring from Pennsylvania to here in Ohio. But at least they have wonderful weather for the show this year. So that is definitely a blessing. That's Greg Kramer and company. Some beautiful painted chairs. And this cabinet dated 1851. Do you guys ship by chance if someone were to be interested in something?
We'd have to take a pony and ship out.
Oh,
I don't know
right.
if there's a shipper on the grounds there.
Sure, but you ship from Pennsylvania? Okay. Do you have a shop as well?
No, by appointment.
Okay. Love the cats. We are in the Artisan tent now, and these are hand-painted floor cloths. J. France, Ohio. So lots of beautiful note cards. Lovely. So a lot of the pieces that are here are already all covered up, waiting for tomorrow. These dealers have set up, and this is SJ Pottery, so they are ready for the show tomorrow. Several already are done, and they have their booths all completely covered over. So this will just be a quick little add-on video as well. If you are interested in specifically folk art, currently made folk art, having that early look, then this most definitely is the show for you. The tent is filled with some of these wonderful, wonderful artisans, all part of the Zoar Antique Show and Artisans tent. So that booth, I'm not sure. Chicken coop weaving. Here are lots of runners and rugs in that early style. Check this out here behind me, these painted and carved pieces. Whimsical birds. Oh my goodness. Just stunning. Look at those in that bird cage. And here are the very whimsical down here. More of the really pretty painted pieces. Oh, look at that comb box. Comb your hair, and then the crows. Check out that violin. Really pretty, very pretty pieces. Oh my goodness, look at the grain painting on that. Wow. And all of these beautiful pieces. That small chest is just gorgeous. That hanging wall cupboard with the small redware pieces in it, just beautiful. Marlene and Dan Coble from Angola, Indiana. Oh my. Look at that. The bunnies with the tulips and the daffodils. Gosh, That is just striking. I am just very, love the bunnies. Those really, something about those, really the story that goes with them all over the years, between the bunnykins that I collected as a child. Just love them. More beautiful pieces here on this side, the small mirrors, love it. The Kleenex boxes as well. And here, the Greg and Mary Shooter redware pottery pieces. Just stunning, just like they were done in the early days. Very, very talented artists. I don't want to go in. I'm clumsy. I don't want to accidentally bump anything in there, but those are just absolutely gorgeous pieces. Treasures, really. So this is Anne Child's booth, and I am just enamored with her paintings. I did a video here last year, but I was so just over the moon excited about what I was seeing that I didn't hit the button to record. So I definitely have now hit that button to bring you all of these just stunning pieces. So she often paints on top of old paper, or also with these amazing samplers. So hopefully the shadows behind aren't getting into too much of it, but look at that. And then these early frames on top of it as well. There's one here that it'll probably be too late when I get home and decide that I definitely want it. I do want it. Here, I'll show you when I get to it. Oh my gosh, look at this turkey. And it's on an early ledger. It says 1834 in the corner, and it's an early ledger. So all the household things that lady had purchased that year are all listed in this ledger book. And those numbers are all right there. So something was 3 cents, and but you see the frames that she's using in this, and these are from the covers of old books. They are gorgeous. Look at this one, 1835. They are so stunning. This looks like an early fractor. So Anne has come all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas to be here for this show. Look at that with the whale. Oh my goodness, and that ship with the flag. Her pieces are just stunning. Look at here. Daniel. She with the bee skeeps. This one with the turkey. Another ship. This one with that beautiful frame. Lots of her paintings have the antique frames. Here, this gentleman in his fancy clothes and the top hat with his dog. Oh my, and here the Christmas ones. The pumpkin couple. Here another Christmas piece, and the paper in the back. W. Sam Smith Boston, December 25th, 1793. Oh my. So incredibly talented. And at a show like this, you get to meet the artist.
Well, I think we're gonna.
She is just an absolute delight.
She said we're gonna eat at the.
Here, the little black and white cat, the little tuxedo looks
You want me to call you?
just like my Daisy.
So we're sitting here. Okay, perfect.
Well, on this note, I think we'll end right here. Take care, everyone. I hope you will hit that subscribe button and share our videos. Take care, everyone. We will see you in the next one.